Good morning, friends. Welcome to the YouTube channel, Advocate Amit Kumar Gupta. In my series on the income tax cases, the case which I am going to discuss today is Chirai Salt India Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. Friends, this case has been reported in 97 ITR short notes page number 12 and the matter has been decided by Ahmedabad ITAT. This case is decided on 14th June 2022. The logic of discussing this particular case is that we see that in the assessment proceedings, sometimes there is nothing for the assessing officer to add back or to make any disallowances. But even then, our assessing authorities go for some arbitrary, reckless additions. This is the perfect example of this thing. In this particular case, there was a survey on the assessing officer. There was a survey on the assessee. In that survey, on the date of the survey, the average rate of raw material and closing stock was determined. When the assessee filed its return of income, then the assessee took the average rate of the raw material and the closing stock on the date of the last day of the financial year. When the assessment of this assessment year was going on, the assessing officer has the apprehension that the assessee has taken the average rate on the date of the balance sheet, but he should have taken the average rate on the date of the survey. This is the moot point of controversy. But this was a general practice of the assessee that the average rate on the date of the balance sheet is to be taken for the valuation of the raw material and the closing stock. The assessing officer has one more point in this particular case. Assessing officer was saying that the assessee has shown different value to the bankers for taking loans and for submitting the stock statements to the bankers. So the assessing officer did an ad hoc addition of 3% on raw materials and 8% on finished goods. The assessee was not happy with this adjustment, so he went to the CIT appeal. CIT appeal also upheld the order of the assessing officer, so the assessee has to go to the ITAT. The ITAT analyzed the whole matter, and the point of the ITAT was that there is no survey in all the years of the assessee. So a prudence assessee will take the average rate on the date of the balance sheet. So if the assessee has taken the average rate on the date of the balance sheet, then there is no perversity in this thing, and the version of the assessee holds good. And the ITAT said that if there is an adjustment of 3% and 8%, then these adjustments are too minor to hold that the assessee had attempted undervaluation of the stock. So this was the main finding of the ITAT in the favor of the assessee, that these small adjustments cannot tempt the assessee to go for the undervaluation of the stock. Meaning thereby that the assessee will not go for these minor adjustments into the stock. And in this particular case, one more thing ITAT said that there was two different contrasting pictures before the assessing officer. One was that the average rate on the date of the survey was more, and the second is that the assessee submits some different valuation to the banking. So when assessing officer has very contrasting pictures before him regarding the stock, then in that particular case, the assessing officer cannot choose to make an arbitrary addition of 3 to 8% into the valuation of the raw material and the closing stock. So ITAT deleted these ad hoc additions into the valuation of the closing stock and gave relief to the assessee. Friends, this case is very important because we see in our cases that whenever there is assessment, some disallowances emerges out from the order of the assessing officer, if we will blindly accept them, then it may happen that in the particular assessment year they are not affecting much. But if we will not go for appeal for them, then it may be the situation that in the coming years the effect of those adjustments are very high, because the department go by their precedent orders, knowing thereby that the principle of res judicata does not apply into the income tax proceedings very strictly. Friends, this case is very important as far as for those cases in which the adjustments in the valuation of the stock is made by the department very arbitrary. So this case is very helpful for dealing with all those cases. At the end of this video, I am once again repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Chirai Salt India Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. Thank you, friends.